My name is Cree and I'm the modern day equivalent of a medieval jester. Welcome back to the shop and more importantly, another installation of Endgame with Cree, a series where we talk about Endgame while we do it. We talk about other things here, but mainly it's just about Endgame. So Deadly Assault is reset, and this is my final chance to get a few more polychromes before Sissia's banner this Wednesday. Speaking of Wednesday, join me for my return to streaming right here on this little old platform called YouTube for my live polls and maybe some live testing of Sissia if we have the time for it. I'd really appreciate you coming out and showing your support, because who knows, maybe I'll make it a regular thing again and I'll start streaming again. Once upon a time, I actually streamed pretty regularly, but my PC has been terrible. So join me for some gambling this Wednesday the 15th at 3 p.m. CST. Anyways, not chilling my own content aside, Deadly Assault is looking mighty juicy, so call me David Martinez because I'm looking for some chrome. Firstly, we have our lovely Angels of Delusion Shill boss, Vesper. It's meant for anomaly teams, but honestly, it's kinda easy to brute force with most teams. So for the team, I'm going to be running the always amazing, never to be power crept, Yishwen, paired with her best in slot Dylan M0W0 and a mega invested M1W2 Lucia. You know, I had to go all out for that autism representation goat. I want this boss. I want this boss hurt. I wanna hurt him. I wanna hurt him. Nah, in all seriousness, Vesper isn't that bad. I've seen some, like, people, whenever I was talking about, Sanguine Sweeper, they're like, well, why don't you have these issues with Vesper? Because, like, in my eyes, they're essentially, like, the same boss. And it's like, yeah, I see that. Ow. But I am able to run a lot more varied team comps against this guy. Unfortunately, she goes into her first stun way too fast, so I will be trying to eat as much field time as possible, well, stun time, doing a non-ult cancel rotation. And I think if I can get this corruption proc, and I can get a little bit of money, yep, there we go. I can use one more ultimate before she goes away. Proc our stun window, proc our ult, and then we will just try to reset for another stun window. I love Yishwen so much. One of these days, I will have a non-stick drift controller, and holding her dash will not be the hardest thing in the world for me. Recently, and I'm probably gonna get made fun of for this, recently I have finally swapped my Dylan to ER Disc 6. This entire time I've had her on Impact, and I did not know that you're not supposed to do that. I did not know that, so don't bully me in the comments, please. That would be mean. That is such a scuffed rotation, oh my god. It's fine, it's Yishwen, I'm not worried about it. I'm not a score chaser. One of the funniest things that happens in my comments on these videos is people think just because, like, you know, I make Zenless content, I have to be, like, super good at the game. And it's like, guys, guys, how many times do I need to state that I am super casual at this game, and getting the best scores possible is not, like, it's not my niche. I just try to have fun. Someone's still gonna be like, watching this gameplay, it really upset me. I don't know why I make him sound like Jennifer Coolidge, but oh no! Good thing I didn't freak out about losing my ult cancel there. I'm sure there will be someone to be like, this is really upsetting me. The way you didn't rotate Yishwen right is really upsetting me. I'll be like, guys, I just played the game to have fun. I'm sorry if it upsets you that I don't rotate like the absolute perfect way, but like, I clear. Probably not the easiest in the world. Oh, I was like, where am I? Probably not the easiest in the world I clear, and probably not the best scores ever, and you're probably like watching, you're like, I could get way higher scores, and I'm like, yeah, you probably could, but like, at the end of the day, I'm having fun, and that's all that matters to me. Someone's revering their engine hard as freak outside. Freaked me out. Wonder if I can get a couple ults in like the last like 3 seconds this has left. Nope, never mind. I 30k'd, whatever. I'm not worried about it. It's easy. I never worry about my Yixuan. My Yixuan eats everything alive. I'll say this every time I play her, but God, I wish I didn't 30k. No, I didn't 30k. I say this every time Yixuan comes back, but man, I wish I could have got Mindscapes for her. Close to 30k, but no dice. That's rough, buddy. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. A clear is a clear, am I right? Next up, we have our glorious goat, UCC, the public's punching bag. I mean, the Bellabog boss. He's electric and Ether Week. He kind of just gets annihilated by everything. Seriously, the 1.0 bosses are all so easy, it's hilarious when they're in the same deadly assault as the 2.x bosses. I could run Seed Premium and annihilate him, but honestly, I think I would rather never play Seed again than pair her with an attacker that is not Sissia after getting to play her a bunch on the CES. If you didn't see that video, it was my last video, you should check it out. I put a lot of effort into it. I think you'd enjoy it. You should check it out or something. Shameless plug. I think I'll try out something stupid and run double support Seed and see if I can clear with that. So we'll be using a M0W1 Astra and an M0W0 Suna. I would not be a Cree video without some stupid team. For my last deadly assault without Sissia, with Seed, let's go for some free will. And use double support Seed. Why not? Now, this is probably not gonna run even slightly close to a regular dual attacker Seed, but it's gonna be funny. And what more can you want? Out of your agents? I think the amount of buffs that I get should be fine, other than the fact that I'm not gonna get any of the Vanguard buffs. Just got her on ER disc 6, so this is actually my first run of Suna on her new set. Oh yeah, we're a minute in, bruh, and there is like minimal score. We also have not broken a leg, which is an issue, to say the least. But should be fine. Up this ult just so we can get some extra Suna buff time. And hopefully, yeah, I was about to say, hopefully by that time we can get a punch in. Unfortunately, we won't get, we're letting that go. Targeting the wrong leg. Targeting the wrong leg again, Seed. There we go. Unfortunately, the buff as well is focused on 2 supports. I've noticed that Astra and Seed are just kind of weird together because you don't really want Seed's chain attack in most instances, just because of like how long it takes. It is, it takes a bit. Thankfully, we should have an ult for this chain attack. We will have two things. Will we be able to clear with this, though? Will we be able to clear with this? Hopefully so. Hopefully so. I think we're teetering right on the edge of clearing. I think if we break a leg. Okay, we're less than like 100 score from clearing. Ah, wonderful. You don't need a second attacker, you just need two of the best supports in the entire game, and you don't have to run Seed's archetype at all. Oh damn. Oh damn. Okay, and then a block at the third one. Yeah, see, you don't need two attackers. You can just run two of the best supports in the game, and she'll clear. I don't know what this is trying to prove. I mean, we cleared. So we cleared. That's all that matters. We got that 20k. We got that 20k. Finally, we will be going to the totally gonna be playable and not sideline Yishuan. Why are there so... Yishuan, Yishun Guang. Why are there so many Yis? Why are there 3 of you? Why are you blue? I'm really hoping this guy gets a Sunday treatment and gets a redemption arc later down the line when we inevitably go back to Wi-Fi. I was going to say Wi-Fi. When we go back to Wi-Fi next year, it's going to happen. If you don't think it's going to happen, obviously you never played a Hoyoverse game, because we always go back to China. We always. If you don't think he needs a redemption arc, obviously I don't think you paid enough attention to the story, because that dude was not a super good guy. He was perfectly fine with Wi-Fi being murdered. Other than that, his boss isn't that bad. He's just the king, the overlord, the monarch, some other key phrase of wasting your time. This guy puts the Defiler to shame with how much time he takes doing random ass flips and spins in the air in the middle of your Deadly Assault run. Seriously, you'd think you were at the Circus Olay, but instead of like, you know, normal circus stuff like elephants and tigers jumping through tiny rings, I've never been to a circus. I'm basing this all off of hit movie Madagascar. It's an edgy emo boy and his pet mole alligator. For this run, there's many teams you could run, but honestly, I'll probably just settle on Yishan Guang, but I'll let that guy decide. I'll let that guy decide. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Man, I'm debating really hard what I want to use against Sobek. Probably just Yishan Guang, right? Probably just Yishan Guang. Everything, like, right here upwards I have built. Except for Sokaku, she's just unbuilt. She sits there like an obelisk of mono ice pain. He just sits there to torment me, just staring at me with those big old bug eyes. Big old bug eyes.
Sokaku, ready.
I remember when they swapped her voice actress like 4 times. I remember that. Pepperidge Farm remembers that. Yeah, let's just go with Yishan Guang. And let's use Jifufu. Need to make sure she has her W engine. It's her turn with Hellfires. One day I'll get 2, or I'll get Dylan's signature. I'm not getting Jifufu's signature, but one day I'll get Dylan's signature. I run Jifufu with Yishan Guang a lot on my wife's account, and it's mainly just for Shill. But it's not bad. It's not bad. She doesn't really benefit from the stun, but like she gets like 80 crit damage from Jifufu, so it's kind of nice. Alright, chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. I had someone who was like really confused. They're like, who the... I mentioned Sobek before. I called him the Mole Man. Because he's got like this weird alligator crocodile mole. So I just call him the Mole Man. And someone was really confused by that. They're like, who the hell is the Mole Man? They're like, it's like that one guy who's like, who the hell is the Mouse Man? I can see the confusion, because I know the community often just refers to it as like a crocodile alligator type thing. So when I called it the moose man, when I called it the mole man, they're like, who the hell is the mole man? I don't know why it sounded like a big fan of the government. But I'm really happy they gave out Zhao for free. Random thought, but I swapped onto her, it made me think. I'm very happy they did that. I don't think, yeah, I can't stun him on this, so I can whammer on him. I can whammer on him. Yeah, get out of here. Fly away. Hit song from the Panty and Stockings OST, Fly Away. Why Jafufu low-key got Aura when she just walking around the field? Alright, chill out, bro. Ain't no reason for any of that. Ain't no reason for any of that. Oh no, please, just get rid of all of it. No! I don't know how to stop that from messing up my shit with manuals. I was like, where do I hold? Where do I not? I don't know where to hold. Get my buffs refreshed. And then I'll pop my ult. I was like, where'd he go? I was just hitting air. Hey, come back here. I ain't finished with you. The Qingming's might rends the heavens. Yeah, nuke your brother. Nuke your brother. I want to low-key stun him so he can't... No, so he can't pull out this stupid mole! I don't know why I even defensive assisted that. I was like, I was about to get my, my state back there. I don't even know why I ulted there. Maybe I just wanted to see Zhao. What if I wanted to see Zhao, and that's the only reason I did it? I bet you feel a little silly if I told you that was the only reason I used Zhao's ult. Obviously, I was going to be able to clear with this team, and the scores could have been so much higher if I wasn't fucking around the entire time, but what's the point of having Void Hunters if you don't mess around with them once in a while, am I right? Am I right or am I right? Might be right. I was about to say hit a tough pose, Zhao, but I couldn't swap her out because she was on field just holding her charge in the back. But yeah, really easy rotation. Obviously you could point out the facts like, well, you use 2 Void Hunters and your Yixuan team has like 8 cost. I'm gonna be like, correct. But, I mean, who doesn't pull for Void Hunters? If you don't, I feel very bad for you. And that's where we will leave our installation of Endgame with Cree. We were able to easily 9-star without sweating at all, pretty much. Not a bad rotation in regards to the last couple of ones we've been having. Obviously, I don't think those have been too bad either, other than Sanguine. I hate that guy. I hate that guy. I fucking hate that guy. I fucking hate this house. I fucking hate that guy. Anyways, if you liked the video, I would appreciate a like, a comment, a subscribe, hype the video, anything you do for another content creator, except maybe the dislike button. You can save that for somebody else. I would appreciate any and all support you could show. I hope you guys have a great day, a great night, a great evening, whatever it is. I just hope it is a great one. And I will see you later. Bye.